Before we begin, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified for my latest videos. Recently, Polish speedcuber Tymon Koleshinsky has finally gotten the first ever official SUB-5 3x3 average of 4.86 seconds. He used to hold a world record average of 5.09, but was later beaten by Max Park by a hundredth of a second. A while after that, Tymon became the European champion and got the European record single of 3.97 seconds, which is the third ever official sub-4 3x3 single. And 2 weeks after that, he got the world record average and got the first ever sub-5 average of 4.86 seconds, which is faster than the first ever sub-5 single by Etter with a time of 4.9. So what's up YouTube? Today we're going to be breaking down this awesome average and see what he did to obtain his world record back. Let's go. Here's the first solve. Scramble's on the screen if you want to follow along. Time was a 4.02, and Tymon would have been the first person ever to get 2 official sub-4s, but oh well. Inspection was XY, and he does blue cross. So he sees these 3 cross pieces, this actual pair, and this edge, which he can use to build an X-cross. And he saw this corner and this edge, which he'll use for a second pair, so he tracked these 2. And he noticed that this corner would not be affected, so he tracked this and this for his third pair. So he tracks 3 pairs for this solve. So for the X-cross, he does a D prime F prime first, and he inserts this one here. For the second pair, he sees these 2, he inserts it in the back, and he sees this one and this one for the third pair, and notice it's not affected. And he sees these 2 for his fourth pair. There's a U, and he gets this OL, but he does EO or edge orientation first, and then does ZBLL. So for edge orientation, he does this, but then he cancels into ZBLL. If he didn't cancel into ZBLL, if you did edge orientation, you just insert this and then take it out to do ZBLL, which is not so efficient. Here is the second solve. Scramble's on the screen if you want to follow along. Z2Y, and he does pseudoslotting in this 4.68 solve, so watch out for that. So he does Y cross, and here are the Y cross edges, and he sees this actual pair which he'll use to make an X cross, and he tracked this pair and this pair for pseudoslotting, so he tracked 3 pairs in this solve just like last solve. So he solves this actual pair and this edge first by doing something like this, then brings this one down, and here's where the pseudo-slotting goes in. So he does a Y prime and inserts this corner, and he does a D and inserts this pseudo F12 pair like this, and there's a D prime so that these 2 F12 pairs are solved. And for the final pair, he saw this one and this one, and he does anti-soon for OL, and then L term, and the cube is solved. Here is the third solve. Scramble's on the screen if you want to follow along. Z2, Y. He does Y cross again. The cross edges are here, 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 and here. And he's aiming to build an X cross again with these two. And he also notices this F12 pair here, which he wants to preserve. So to insert this block down here and preserve this one, he does a U prime R2D. And to insert these two edges, he does this, and then a wide U. And notice that this F12 pair is still preserved. So he does this pair next, and to insert in the back, he does this. And for third pair. And for fourth pair, he does this. But he also orients the yellow edges. And then the ZBLL. On the fourth solve, Timon got a 4.51, but was later discovered to be a missed scramble, so it never counted as part of the average. Instead, Timon had to do an extra attempt, so we will not be reconstructing this 4.51. Instead, we will just be reconstructing the fifth and the extra attempt. Here is the fifth solve. Scramble's on the screen if you want to follow along. X2. He does Y cross again and does another X cross. So the cross pieces are here, 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 and here. And he does this S12 pair for the X cross. So this is what he did. For the second pair, these two. Third pair. And for fourth pair, he does a U so that he can orient all the yellow edges to the ZBLL. Gets pie case, and this is the ZBLL. And last, but definitely not least, the extra attempt solve, which replaced the fourth solve. It was accounting for, the time was a 4.56, and this was the solve that got Timon the world record average and the first ever sub-5 average at an official competition. The solve was full step, it was efficient, and it was really fluid. Scramble. Inspection. Cross pieces are here, 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 and here. This is what he did for the cross. First pair. Second pair. Third pair. Fourth pair. And he also orients the yellow edges. And he goes straight into OL with the soon. And he goes straight into the T-turn. So that is it for my reconstruction on Timon Koloshinsky's 4.86 world record average. Huge congrats to him, and I don't think it'll be broken anytime soon. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.